So let's talk about the time my ex-boyfriend accused me of messing with my gay best friend. And before I start the story, I have no hate towards this man. I learned to forgive and forget. Not to toot my own horn, but all of my exes come back. Anyways, so how we met was basically through an old friend of mine. He wasn't my typical guy. Like, if you know, like, I'm into shorter guys. For some reason, don't judge me. I'm here for the short kings. He was like on the larger side, but athletic side too. If that makes sense, I hope so. So, you know, the whole beginning talking stage, we started on FaceTime, of course, everyday phone calls, good morning texts. He even sent our horoscope messages every single day because he knew I'm really into astrology. Like, you see how men do anything to trap you? I'm just joking, y'all. I'm just joking. I'm not. So now it's about 3 months in and we start talking about linking up and spending time together. So at first, when it comes down to the stage, like, I get nervous and I get tempted to like avoid a link up, you know what I'm saying? But I push through because I'm just that bitch. Now, mind you, I lived about an hour and a half away from this man. Yes, my dumbass paid that $136 Uber over there every week. To and from. Why? I don't know. So the first red flag was that this man's bedroom was green with a football field mural on the wall. Why is this a red flag? I'm glad you fucking asked. To me, this meant that he's a wannabe sneakerhead with anger issues, sweats a lot, and has jealousy issues, and uses football that involves possibly hurting yourself or someone else as an escape and throwing that built-up anger in the said football. You get what you see the vision here? You understand what I'm talking about, right? But little old me, who is a sucker for love and likes stability, and I'm a huge lover girl, I continue to go over to this house every week. I'm not even joking, like every week, I swear to God. And the only reason why I was able to, you know, pay all that, because at the time I didn't pay no bills. So I used to work at Dairy Queen. Them checks would literally be going to Uber every fucking week. And at the time I had a car, but I didn't trust my little beat up car to drive all the way over there, because if that shit stopped in the middle of nowhere and I'm not even supposed to be out there, you know what I'm saying, if my parents find out, they gonna kill me. So it got to the point where I said, hey, like, let's go half on the Ubers, you know what I'm saying, because $136 to and from, just for me to get there, for me to go back home at night, like, that's a lot. That's a lot. So I asked him, like, hey, like, can we go half on like the Ubers and stuff? You know what this man says to me? I don't know why you pay them Ubers anyways. I didn't ask you to come every week. And I don't know why I didn't just end it there, but once again, my overly nice and understanding traits eat me alive each and every fucking time. Maybe I'm just dumb. Am I dumb? Don't answer that. So eventually we end up going half on the Ubers, and like sometimes he would even pay me back until 2 weeks later, but like I digress. So then I decided to come every other week. Now this is where the issue starts. So let me just help you create a timeline. So basically this was around the time where I wanted to start taking social media very seriously. So I started to hang out with my friends more often, like just be myself like always. I don't change for nobody. So then he sees my stories with my friends who are guys, but the gag is most of my guy friends are gay. So gay that we would have conversations about how big do you think Big Sean's elephant trunk is? Yeah. So he begins to accuse me of cheating on him with them. So me being the tourist that I am, I just bottled up my anger and tried my best to remain calm and like defend myself so we could move past this conversation. Like, it was so much, like I really had to sit there explaining, like, listen, like if you think about it, like let's really put this into like a picture mode in your head right now. If I am dealing with somebody, right, or if you're dealing with somebody and you have like friends that you know are good looking people, or you know, yeah, wouldn't you think if I wanted them, I would have had them? If I'm this close to these people, you don't think I would have had them already? So that's my mindset. Like, listen, like, why are you so worried about my friends? They were here before you. If I wanted them, I would have had them. But they don't swing like that. At this point, I think they're allergic to mochi. They're allergic to the budissi. We talk about eggplants. So I just don't understand what's going on here. So now he starts like asking me to buy him like food on Uber Eats every day at this point, and I was just like, you know, we just came off of how do I explain this? We just came from, you know, disagreeing at something, you know what I'm saying, and we're like so-called fine, air quotes, and now you're asking me to buy you Uber Eats every day. Am I your mother? am I your mother? But I must have been, because at first it was cute, you know what I'm saying? I was ordering a little food. Oh, you hungry, baby? You hungry? Like, what you want to eat, stink? What you want to eat, stink? So like I said, at first it was cute, and then it became a thing where I'd say, good morning, baby. And he goes, emoji. As in, order me food. Excuse me? So at this point, I'm like over everything. I'm like talking to my friends. I'm like, I'm explaining everything that's going on behind the scenes, because once again, my friends didn't even really, they weren't so involved in my relationship because I didn't bring it up. They knew of this man. They just was not in my business, because we don't do that. We don't do that. So after I explained everything to my friends, they're like, girl, why didn't you leave his dumb ass already? Like, what is wrong with you? You're dead ass dumb. So then, I decided to end things, and then boom. This man goes, oh, you left me for your so-called gay friends. Did they run a train on you? You're a HOE. They aren't gay. You lied. I can't believe you. This is why I don't trust girls. You kept me a secret from everyone. What does that sound like to you? What does that sound like to you? A narcissistic man. Very manipulative. So at this point, like, I'm like boiling hot. I'm angry. Mind you, I already had bottled up anger from our past arguments, but I was trying to be a new person. You know what I'm saying? I was trying my best. So I'm over here getting angry, and then I'm like, you know what? You think I'm dealing with my gay friends? Okay, let me show you something. So then I decided to send one of my gay friends, who was supposedly not even really gay. I sent them a Seggi's tape that they have, just to prove that my friends are into men and not women. By the way, my friend was totally fine with me doing that. He actually sent me the video to send to him. So like, none of that. I'm not just sending shit around. I'm not doing that. So once I sent that, he sends a huge paragraph. I didn't even bother reading it, because I knew it was going to be some bullshit. And I just blocked him. About 2 weeks later, he is emailing my business email. The one for collabs. Yeah, he's emailing me, DMing me. He made a second account on Instagram, DMs me, using fake numbers to contact me, basically saying, oh, he wants to start over. I read each and every one of those messages. Honestly, he was literally just copying and pasting what he sent in the email, what he sent through DM, and sending it everywhere. Like, this man had a motive, and he thought it would have worked, but it didn't. So moral of today's story is, leave at red flag number 2, because we're all dumb at red flag number 1.